Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a chit chat and get ready with me. No, I've been going for a while, a lot of traveling, a lot of getting my life together and sorting it out. But today I wanted to come to you today with a simple back to school and get ready with me. I haven't been in school in some time. So this is definitely nostalgic for me. I didn't really wear makeup when I was in school, like at all. Like my biggest thing was lip gloss. Like my lip gloss had to be popping. Like there were no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was more into the back to school clothes shopping. So shopping for back to school was like my biggest, fun thing to do for back to school. I know a lot of kids, had like the sneakers and like the jackets, and that was my thing. Like, first day of school outfit, trying to figure out, like I couldn't even sleep a full night because I was literally trying to figure out what I was going to wear for back to school. So this is really interesting because now I'm starting to get into makeup now, as an adult. So this is kind of fun for me because, like I said, I didn't really wear makeup as a young adolescent. So without further ado, let's just get right into this video. So stay tuned. So the first thing I'm gonna do, you guys can see I already did my eyebrows. I did my eyebrows first because it takes me so long to get them done, so it's kind of a little cheating, but I'm not used to doing get ready with me and chit chats, and I know this is gonna be a little long, so I'm trying to save you guys. But if you got some time, get you a snack, get you some juice. This is gonna be really fun. You can kind of get to know me a little bit. That's what the chit chat is about. So I'm going to prime my face. I'm going to use, I know I have the mini. I just got back from traveling, so a lot of my full-size stuff I don't have. I just use the minis right now. So this is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This is like my favorite. I love, love, love it. So I just take like a little bit like on certain areas of my face where I know I tend to get a little shiny. A little goes a long way, so please don't put too much or you will get like the super duper icky like white cast. And so I just rub that in a little here. After that, I'm actually going to do my brows. I'm going to clean them up, I guess make them like really, really precise with concealer. So you guys do get to see a little bit of what I do with my brows. I did forget my mirror though. Please hold. Great. I am back. My handy dandy mirror. I love this. I got this from Marshall's. So I'm going to clean up my brows a little bit. Like I said, I've already did the fullest of my brows. And I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. This is like my ride or die, she my day one. She ain't never going nowhere. So to kind of carve out my brows, I use the Too Faced Born This Way Natural Radiant Concealer in dark. You guys can see that. And what I do, literally, I'll just take a little bit from the top here. And I just literally just go in and kind of like define my brows a little bit more just to get them super, super duper snatched. So I'm going to do it here, give you guys like an idea of how I do that. So like I said, I just take a little bit, like not even go in the tube, but I take a little bit like on the side of the tube just to kind of carve it out and just make it super duper precise. And as you guys can see, it just gives your brows like that super duper like cut. Like it just makes them super sharp and super defined. I really, really enjoy it, but I don't use a super lot, and that's why I like to kind of go in along like the edge of the tube because it kind of keeps you under control. Sometimes you get a little heavy-handed when you're using, like you go inside of the actual tube. So this kind of gives you like a little bit more control and a little bit more to play with. And then from here, what I do is I'll take like a piece of tissue that I don't have, so I'm just gonna have to dab it somewhere. Dab. And then I'll use the backhand of this, and this is a e.l.f. small smudge brush that I'm using. I don't know where I got this from, but any brush can do. I know a lot of people like their flat brushes to like do their concealer. I'm not that particular. And I'll just kind of blend it in so it looks a little seamless, so it doesn't look so bright underneath my eye. And I'll do that for both eyes. And blend it in until I'm done. So I'm not sure what you guys are watching on TV. Some of my favorite shows right now are Insecure. I love Insecure. I was like home one week and I just started binge watching the first season because I heard so many people talking about it and discussing it. Like, I can't wait for season 2. And I'm like, I didn't even watch season 1. So it's really, really nice. As you guys can see, it's like really, really bright underneath. Like, don't worry, we will be going back up to clean that up, or I will be going back up to clean it up because this ain't no tutorial. I can't do the eye makeup, not just yet. I mean, I know things about makeup, but my biggest, I don't know. I'm a master of all things skincare. So this is my real skin. I don't have on any makeup. This is my skin. I have pretty awesome skin, but it did come a long way. So if you guys want to see a skincare video, let me know, because I am all about it. So like I said, I'm just gonna like clean this in and kind of like blend it so it looks a bit more seamless. It will be like a little bright because it is kind of like a highlight, but I just do this to kind of like make my brows like a little bit more precise and sharp. Great. Now that that is done, y'all can see they are super duper snatched. I will then put on my eyebrow gel. And this is also, I travel a lot. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills as well. This is the clear brow gel. I love this. This is like glue for your brows. If you have super duper long days, this is amazing. Like, sometimes I have very, very long days. Sometimes I have short days. But no matter what length of day I have, with this gel, my brows ain't going nowhere. So I really, really do like it. Some people like the Givenchy one. I tried to step out on Anastasia and it didn't work out well, so I told her I would never betray her again. So there's that. Back to TV. I'm watching Insecure. That show is awesome. If you're not watching Insecure, I really don't know what you're doing with your life. Just not at all. I just don't know. It's super, super dope. It reminds me a lot of like when I was younger, and you know how awkward me and some of my close friends were in high school. And I'm just looking back, like, as an adult, it's got to be super interesting to be like that awkward as an adult and not really know, you know, how to maneuver your life. But it's really funny, which is what I like. I'm such a goofball, and it's so funny when people tell me I look so mean. I'm like, I'm so silly, you have no idea. But that's one of my favorite shows. Also, Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones. I watched one episode this season. I don't know what I'm doing in my life. While I was on vacation, I caught up on Scandal. I got hooked on Queen of the South. Ballers I love. Survivors Remorse. You see, I watch like a lot of premium television TV, and of course some ratchet TV shows here and there. I just got hooked on Wags. LA and Miami, pretty interesting shows. In Love and Hip Hop, I dip and dabble. In some of the Real Housewives shows, I dip and dabble. Sometimes, like, it just becomes too much chaos, like all this yelling and screaming about absolutely nothing. And then I also like, what is that other show? Oh, Second Wife's Club. So now I'm going to take, for foundation, I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro in Truffle. I like it because it comes in a compact, and for high school students, since you do have to carry a lot already, I like something like this that you can kind of travel with you and make traveling a little lighter. I'm going to take a brush. It comes with a sponge, but I'm going to take my brush, and this is the Luxie 660 Precision Foundation Brush, and I'm just going to start tapping this on. So I'm just gonna swirl it in the pan like so, and then I'm just gonna start like tapping it on my face. I don't like heavy coverage on my face. I have combination skin. This is a matte foundation, so like I said, I don't like super duper heavy coverage on my face. I'm just not here for it. If you do, I mean, you can always go with something heavier. That's just not what you're gonna see here today. So just to give you a heads up on that. But this is one of my favorites. Like I said, you can use the sponge. I tried the sponge before, and I realized I get a lot better coverage when I use like a brush or a beauty blender. You can also use a beauty blender as well. I realized with the sponge, it does come out like a little blotchy, I guess, because it is a sponge. But like I said, I swirl it in the pan. Nothing crazy. I'm just trying to pick up some product so that way I can kind of dab it on my face and keep it moving. Underneath the eye area, you do want to be a bit more gentle. And then just kind of go back. And then you also want to get here along this jawline and neck area so that it kind of blends really seamlessly. You guys hear my neighborhood? It's so festive. I was just hearing church music, and now I don't know what this car is playing as they drive by. Really interesting. So I live in New York. If you guys if you do not know, or you're new to my channel, welcome. I live in New York. I live in an apartment in New York, and it is expensive, but for me it was more, I'm from New Jersey originally. Shout out to all my Jersey girls. But for me it was convenient to move here because this is where I work. So the commute from New Jersey to New York was god awful. it was just too much for me. So I moved here and I've been here for about, I think, going on 6 years, about 5 years, a little over 5 years now. So foundation's on, as you guys can see, and it doesn't really look too different for me because I guess like it's light for me, which is fine. But like I said, if you guys want something heavier, by all means, make it heavier, girl, make it heavier. Oh my god, I forgot. So I have to prime my lids. I'm not putting on any foundation, but I have like the oiliest eyelids in life. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you know. And I can't believe I forgot. So I'm gonna go in with this NARS eyeshadow base. Whew, thank God I remember. And this is, what are you called? The Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. So this is from NARS. I'm just gonna go and just kind of blend that on here. Yeah, my eyelids get really, really oily. So no matter whether I'm wearing eyeshadow or just mascara, I have to prime my lids. So I'm not doing eyeshadow today. So if you came here to see some eyeshadow, I ain't your girl today. I ain't your girl. You're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get none of that. I'm just getting into eyeshadow. I will have some tutorials coming up, but like I said, this is a simple back to school chit chat and get ready with me. And for me, simple means no eyeshadow. So now that we got that out the way, I'm going to now go back in with my concealer. And so I'm going to use, go back to the Born This Way by Too Faced concealer. So I'm just gonna go back in with my concealer now. I'm just gonna literally just draw a little bit. I don't go crazy with concealer, not at all. I know some people like, they make like the biggest triangles on their face with concealer. For me, that's as good as she gets, okay? That's as good as she gets. I don't know. Everybody has like their preference of how they do their things. I don't do my concealer like that. So, I did get this from Jackie Aina to not kind of like blend the concealer out as soon as you put it on your face. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Jackie A. Not Jackie O, Jackie A. If you guys are not on her channel, please check her out. So I'm just gonna go in and do this eyeliner really, really quickly. This is, can't even see. This is Kat Von D liner in Trooper. It is the original. So I have super, super chinky eyes, if you guys have not noticed. I'm not gonna do a wing. I'm literally just gonna do the eyeliner on the base of my eyes, and that is it. Just kind of like open them up and, you know, make it fun and festive. If you want to do a wing, you can feel free to do a wing, but I ain't doing no wing. So I love this because you can kind of push the ink down inside of the cap. It allows you to kind of push it down. So I'm just gonna do this on the next eye, same thing. Just very, very simple, just lining along my lash line. And then if you have like any gaps while you're lining, you can just always go back and just fill those in. So very, very simple, very, very quick. If you're not good with like, I'm not good with like the little eyeliners that come in like the pots, like the pot liners, I'm not good with those. So this for me is like awesome. The felt tip is awesome. Like if you're really not good, you can literally just lay it along your eye and just drag it. And as you get better, you can just kind of like bring it over little by little. So now I'm just going and just kind of fill in like the little areas where it needs some filling in along the lash line. And that is that. Now we're gonna go back and we're going to blend in the actual foundation. So this is a liquid foundation brush from Mary Kay. So I'm just gonna use this to kind of blend out my concealer. I do have beauty blenders. I do use them. It all depends on my mood. Sometimes when I wake up, I'm not in the mood to keep wetting a sponge, and then other days I wake up, I don't really care. So if you can see, the coverage on this is a lot thicker. If you don't want your coverage that thick, you can go and just kind of like blend it out as soon as you put your concealer on. But like if you're paying for coverage, then you should just wait for your coverage to kind of sit and settle. And so I'm just gonna keep blending this out, and you can blend it out up and down. It's kind of like a triangle, and then go a little bit to the middle. And if you feel like you have too much, don't worry, you can always like blends her out. So get really, really nice coverage. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. What are some of you guys' favorite concealers and foundations? I know like Laura Mercier has like a new foundation out. Too Faced is coming out with some new foundations with Jackie Aina. And who else is coming out? I think Bare Minerals has some new foundations out. A couple of brands have a lot of new foundations out. So let me know what you guys are loving right now. If you just stay true to your foundation, or if you're like me and you're like a super duper product junkie and you just love trying like new products. Let me know. Some of my favorites right now, I love the Lancome de Teint de Ado foundation. I hope I'm saying that right. Who else do I love? Who else do I love? Oh, Makeup Forever. Their HD foundation is really, really nice. Estee Lauder, I love her double wear foundation. A lot of the foundations I like are like long wear. And because I have combination skin, I don't go for anything that's really like dewy and glowy. No, I just don't. So if you have dry skin, shout outs to you for being able to do some of those dewy and glowy foundations. I really don't. I like the Laura Mercier. Her new foundation is really, really nice. That shade range, girl, though. That shade range, you gotta step your game up. All the way up. So that's blended out pretty good. So we're gonna step back from that and we are going to now set it. So I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Angle Foundation brush and I'm going to take my Kat Von D. Look at me. Kat Von D. This is the Lock-It powder. And so it is a little messy, so I'm not gonna pick it up and show it to y'all because like I said, I've been traveling, I've been on vacation. I was on vacation for 2 weeks. So I went to see like family, friends, and my sister just had a new baby. Shout out to baby Lola. So she has a boy and a girl, so I went to go see them. So I just take a little bit on my brush and then I kind of just dab. I don't press it all the way in. I just dab it here to kind of set that concealer in so it doesn't kind of budge. And I like this brush because it's angled so it can really get into like kind of like both sides. So this one I'm gonna press here. I know I look a little white and crazy, but don't worry, anything I don't use I will dust off. And I can do the same thing on this side. I'm literally just gonna take that powder, and like I said, because it's angled, it kind of fits in both sides of the creases, which is why I love it to kind of like set your foundation. And then it won't pick up too much because you can kind of tap it off. If you hear that, it's like me just kind of like tapping it off, which is super dope for me to be able to do that. So it looks a little white. I look a little white, a little casty, but don't worry, we are gonna go back and figure all of that out. I did not tap you off. I think the biggest thing for me is being able to tap it off. Sometimes with a beauty blender you can't really tap it off. It's kind of just on there, so you kind of just have to use it. And then for me being of like a richer skin tone, I was like, no, it's time for this. So we're gonna let that sit, bake a little bit. Nothing too crazy, just a smidge. And then while that's baking, to my eyes, and I'm gonna put on, this is a mascara by Estee Lauder. It's the Sumptuous Extreme Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara. So my eyelashes are reasonably long. If you guys can see, these are my real eyelashes. So I don't really get too excited about mascara. There are some mascaras that are like, oh my god, but it's like I have long eyelashes to begin with, so for me it's all about just like extra drama. I do want to try false eyelashes. I've never worn them, I've never put them on, so I think I might do a live video of me actually putting on false eyelashes. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that video below. It's gonna be comical. If you're ready for comedy, like please, because like I said, my eyes are super duper small. I've never worn false eyelashes. I've never tried them, so it's gonna be a shit show. It is, but I am ready. I am ready to try them live for you guys so you can see this shit show in all of its gloriousness. So if you are into that, just drop me a line in the comment box. So that is one eyelash. There is a difference, but it's not anything like over the top. But you know, can't go back to school without some type of drama on your lashes. You can't. If you guys are into falsies when you go back to school and you can do that, I commend you. I ain't that girl. I don't even think I started wearing mascara until I was like in college, maybe. I was like very, very simple young lady. Like I said, I was all about my glosses, and that was it. I was a tomboy. I will say that. I was a super duper tomboy. I played basketball when I was in high school. I was on like the pep squad. So I wasn't really into like all this super duper girly stuff like dresses. I didn't go to prom when I was in high school. I was at work. I don't know. I just wasn't about that life. So it's so interesting that I'm about that life now as an adult. So I like to start on the front of my lashes first. I'm gonna add another coat because I'm just me. But mascara and lashes, they just give your face so much personality. So now we're gonna go back with this brush, and any excess powder that we don't really need, we're just gonna dust her off. I'm sorry about that silence. I forgot I'm supposed to be chit-chatting. I'm just gonna dust it off here. But like I said, little snatch, little snatch. So next up after that, don't mind that, that is my house air. I'm gonna take this Makeup Forever, and this is the Super Matte Loose Powder. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna mattify any areas that need a little bit more help with their life. So I'm gonna go back with my foundation brush, this Luxie foundation brush. I'm just gonna take some of this, take some of it onto the brush, pat it. Like I said, pat that excess powder off, ladies, and just take it anywhere where I feel like I need a little bit more mattifying coverage. For me, like I said, I have combination skin, so I tend to get combi in like my T-zone, and there are different levels to combination skin. So for me, it's like my forehead, my nose, and then sometimes like along the tops of my cheeks. So we're gonna add some here. It's not gonna take away from anything that I've already put on, like on my nose some, and then some on the forehead. Just a little. I usually add my scarf last, but y'all can't see what's underneath here. I mean, it's just two braids, but you know, I gotta be cute. I can't let y'all see all of me just yet. We are family, but I have limits. So now that that's done, now we're gonna go into some blush. And it's not blush. We're gonna go into blush. This is the Laura Geller blush, and this is in Baked Blush Bali. So this is Bali. Where is my blush brush? So this is my blush brush. This is from e.l.f. as well. I don't usually wear blush. Once in a while I will. I get a little heavy-handed, so I need this mirror to kind of help me out. What are you guys' favorite blushes? I'm not a big blush girl, so any advice or tips you can give me, let me know. So I'm gonna smile, and I'm literally gonna take it here and just kind of work it up. You want it to look like very natural, so you don't want it to be, you know, anything that's gonna look like a clownish. So I like to kind of press and pat it on and kind of take it back. You guys see that? It's really pretty. It's a really, really nice color, really universal color. A little goes a long way. And then I'm just gonna add some here. So, nice little blush, something just to, you know, give my cheeks a little bit of color. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna add a little bit here. And then next, after that, like I said, give me some blush ideas, you guys. Like, I think that's like the only blush I have in life. Next, we're going to add some highlighter. I loves me a highlighter. And I'm gonna do the NARS, and it's Orgasm. It's the multiple in Orgasm. I like this because you can use this for everything. You can use this on your lips, you can use it on your eyes, you can use it on your face. Like, it is amazing. So I'm gonna take this little fan brush that I got. I'm just gonna take some off the top, just like so. Now I will go crazy on highlighter. I don't care. I love highlighter. It's like so dewy and glowy. It's just gorgeous. Love, love, love it. So I'm gonna take this. and just apply it back and forth. You guys see that? You see her? She's cute, right? I'm obsessed with highlights. I have so many. I think I have like the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the Grwm Glow Kit. I have a couple more. Same thing on this side. Like, I'm obsessed with highlighters. I just love what they do to, like, when you turn your face on certain angles. It's like so dewy and like glowy, and it's just so pretty just to have like a little bit of like of radiance in your face. You know, you gotta add some to your nose here, some down your nose there, and then some on the Cupid's bow. So highlighter just puts me in such a great mood, as you can see. Okay, guys, we are going to add one more coat of mascara just to give you that super duper drama. Super duper drama. Since I'm not wearing, you know, any falsies, for me, all the drama for me is going to come from my mascara, so I gotta make it count. And I like to go in and out with my mascara. Some people like to just do one or the other. I realize I get like a lot of drama when I go inside, and I mean like inside of the lid and then outside of the lid also. So you guys can see the difference between this and this. That eye and the other eye is a little bit fuller, a little bit more dramatic, and that's exactly what we want. No clumps though, no clumps. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye. Just go in and just kind of like twirl it. The hardest part of this is that you don't want to add any like mascara onto your lid because nobody needs that. But you do want to go inside your eye to give your, you know, to get that drama. Okay, second coat. Now that we have our glow and our dew and all of that jazz, now, what are we gonna do now? Oh, I'm gonna set everything. So I'm gonna take the Kat Von D, the Lock It Makeup Setting Spray. I'm just gonna set my face. I am gonna add some lipstick, so don't worry, I do this first. And don't be stingy with that makeup setting spray. You want this to last, honey, you want it to last. So, last but not least, we're gonna take a lip kit from Kylie. This is Kristen. We're gonna take her and we're gonna add her. It's like a nice kind of like berry color. You know, it's great for fall and winter, so we're gonna line our lips first. You know, give ourselves a head start. I can't really talk to you guys while I'm doing this, so. Let me know what some of your favorite lip brands are. I love Kylie. I know a lot of people like, you know, have mixed feelings about her or her family, but that girl can make a lip kit, okay? And don't mind if this is like a little off. Just kind of give us a guide of where we should go, where we shouldn't go. Okay. And now we're going to add the actual lip. I will say this is one of my favorite lip brands and lip colors, but you better put her on and know what you're doing, because if you don't, it's gonna be bad. It dries so fast. Yeah, her lip products dry super duper fast, which is not bad. If you're one of those girls who kind of like to play around with your lip colors, this ain't the brand to do that with. And there's that. This is my finished look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Comment below, let me know what you guys thought about this video. Like I said, I was doing a simple kind of back to school get ready with me. I never wore makeup in high school, so this is kind of really new for me to kind of like try a back to school look for you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in to my channel. There will be more get ready with me's and chit chats. It will not be this long. Like I said, just dipping my toe in the water, getting my foot a little wet or whatever. So that's why this video is so long. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Chloe Lear. Bye.